So now for the part y'all really came for.
You're gonna sing.
Oh, beautiful. So I love this time of year, don't you?
Yes.
It's the time of year when we do come together and just know that it really is all about love. My older brother loved Christmas. He loved Christmas so much that he dressed in a Santa Claus suit, and this is an introvert of introverts. And he became a Marine when he was in college at the end of the Vietnam War. And then he rode a Harley, and he was a police officer. And then he put on that Santa suit. And he was Santa for all the kids, for all the different charities, in all of East Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, and Western North Carolina. Any group coming that needed a Santa, he was there. He was there. He was a Santa for all the toy rides. And I was a single mom, and he was a surrogate dad along with my dad for my boys. And my brother taught me so much. He was my hero. And he was killed on that Harley. And when he was killed on that Harley, he had a Santa Claus suit on. And he was riding to be Santa for the special ed kids' high school Christmas party. And I stood talking to him and said, because he was in the hospital and they told us he's not going to make it. I said, well, Steve, if you had to go, I know that's the way you'd say, I want to go. It's the way I would want to go. He was doing exactly what he loved doing for the kids he loved serving. And one time he came to me and my mom and said, and this isn't what I was going to talk about. Spirit just said, I need to share about my brother. One year, Steve came to my mom and he said, Mom, and I was there, and he said, it's the last year I'm going to be Santa. And she said, why, son? And he said, because I go and be Santa at the hospital for the kids that have terminal illnesses. And every year, some of them aren't there. And I know they're gone. And I just can't do it anymore. But then every year, he put on that red suit and he was Santa again. Because he could not be, because it's who he was. It's how he gave back. It's how he showed his life. And my brother taught me when I was standing in the receiving line, because we're from the South and we do that at his funeral. And I was standing there with my mom and dad and his wife and my other brothers and sisters. And we stood there for 4.5 hours. And we stood there for 4.5 hours because that's the impact my brother had on people's lives. This introvert, big boy from East Tennessee. And people came in three-piece suits that were lawyers and bankers and said, Steve was my best friend. People came dressed in biker leathers and said, Steve was my best friend. Everybody, to a person almost in that whole line for 4 hours, said Steve was my best friend. And what I learned from that in my core is you don't judge people by how they look, and you sure don't judge a book by its cover. Because all those people represented every socioeconomic status you could think of. And they every one felt my brother was their best friend. Because that's the love he shared with them. So he taught me the phrase, I see you, long before I ever learned namaste. He studied, after he got out of the Marine Corps, he studied Kung Fu. And, I was just a little girl, and he taught me to see the good in everyone, to see the good in people, and to react to that, to know, to hold that space for them, that they're good, long before I ever learned about meditation and namaste. So I just want to say, I love you, Steve. And I know he's here with us tonight. And so what I was really going to talk about was I was going to talk about the metaphysical aspects of Christmas. You know, in the Great Annunciation, when the Virgin Mary, Gabriel came down and said to her, you're going to bear a child. That child will be a boy, and you will name him Jesus. And he will be God manifest on earth. And what a wonderful spiritual awakening we have each and every one had. Maybe Gabriel didn't come to us, maybe he did. When you realize that the Christ consciousness lives within you, that you are carrying the Christ consciousness in you, because we all do. That Christ consciousness is alive in each and every one of us. We just have to wake up and know it. We just have to acknowledge it, be aware of it, know it's there. And just in that awareness and in that knowingness, we become the person we were put here to be. We become that loving person that loves everyone without judgment, that loves everyone from that pure, divine, unconditional love. And for me, that's what this time of year is all about. It's showing us through song, through action, that we are all one. We are all one, no matter what we look like. Those differences are only surface. But when we get beneath the surface, when we go into that still small space within us, and we allow ourselves to know that the Christ consciousness is within us, we radiate that back out to the world, and we open up like that 10,000 petal lotus. And we just radiate that love out to the world. We do become a world that can coexist in unity through love and peace. And that's our mission statement here at Unity of Gulfport. That we see a world, we envision a world that coexists in unity through love and peace. And what beautiful time of the year to know that that is so true. And all the songs say it. The songs we've sung since we were children, the songs Jay and I sing, that remind us that we are love. And that's all we have to do. And it is truly just that simple. That we just have to walk in that. We have to walk that talk. We have to walk that and be love to all that we encounter. Different, alike. They don't have to be like-minded to deserve our love. We love those people even that have different opinions than us. We love those people that think different thoughts, that have different political views, different worldviews, different families, different values. We love them with that unconditional God love. And when we touch into that, when we allow that Christ consciousness to be born in us, and we have that spiritual rebirth, we become whole and holy in who we are and what we stand for. And we become a community. Come together in love. That's what I say about this community here at Unity of Gulfport. And that's exactly what it is. It's a community come together in love. I look at it all the time. I'm so blessed to be here with you, and so honored and so humbled to be your spiritual leader, and to just be here for this community, to be a part of this community. Because we got it going on. We have Amy. We have Jessica. Hello, Jessica. There's another pure being of love. And when she gets up here and sings for you all, you're going to know it. You're going to hear it. You're going to feel it. Just like you did when Jeremiah sings. We have a youth leader. I see you're doing great things. Yes, great things for the youth. So all you with little children, we have the youth leader for you. Yes, we do. All the way from very small up to high school. Yes. All right. So Jeremiah, I'm going to turn it back over to you. And then when we get to Silent Night, we're going to do the candle lighting. Okay.
We're gonna sing.
Oh, beautiful. So I love this time of year, don't you?
Yes.